I just barely was having a conversation with somebody. This individual is currently selling SEO services, the regular agency stuff. And they were asking about flat fee mastery. And I said, well, here's the deal. I'm only interested in talking with people that it's a good fit. And I've said this before, guys, if you guys are talking with clients, you're trying to ram your product down everyone's throat, good luck. Because if you're talking to the wrong clients, it's going to be impossible to sell. And if you do sell them, you're going to have to sell them next month and the month after the month after. So I just said, hey, that said, knowing that I'm only interested in talking with people where this is a good fit, I said, what are you looking to do? Like, what is your end goal? Why are you asking about the program? And what are you looking to achieve? And I always like to ask this question, like, what itch are you looking to get scratched by joining? Because I want to know what that is. And so this person told me, oh, I'm selling SEO and I'm looking to find a way to make more margin and scale up. And basically all the things that we want to do as humans and as business owners is make more money. That's the game. And so this is the analogy that I shared with him. If you guys have never seen the show Narcos, you need to, number one. And I have drawn so many business principles, which sounds very weird, but it's true. I've drawn a lot of business principles from watching this show. But basically what happens is this: in the very beginning of the show Narcos, Pablo Escobar, they introduced the character, and he is making a killing, quote unquote, a killing, selling contraband is what they use, the word they use, contraband. So he's taking illegally imported goods, cigarettes, TVs, stereo equipment, etc. He's illegally importing it, avoiding the tax, whatever, and then selling it for a margin. And he's making great money. And then he gets approached by a guy that they call Cockroach. And this guy has this product that it's so good that it creates its own demand. It's addictive. People can't stop using it, and they want to keep using it over and over and over and over, right? And so this product, as you probably might assume, is called cocaine, the Colombian marching powder. He starts selling cocaine and he gets approached by this, and this Cockroach guy, he's like telling him the margins. It's like, dude, this is how much it costs to buy it and to produce it. And you take the cocoa paste and blah, 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 blah. And he's like, you could sell it for this much money. And it just clicks for Escobar. And even in the show, it's like he fell in love the moment he realized what it was. He fell in love with cocaine. And what's funny is he didn't even like cocaine. He mainly smoked marijuana, but nonetheless, the margins were there. And so the way that Pablo Escobar became untouchable, the way that he went to having so much money that he was able to create enough wealth that he literally was able to run for president until he was killed. He just shifted what he was selling. Alex Hormozy, have you guys heard me frequently talk about, he talks about changing the deliverable. And so a lot of you guys are putting in the same effort as some of us that are making a lot of money, that are using this money to invest in real estate, to fill up the coffers and get ready for when things go south so we can buy up other properties, etc. You guys aren't putting in any less effort than some of us. Some of you guys that are out there that are grinding your face off doing SEO, doing websites, running these agencies, and they're not bad. It's money. It's like Escobar, you're making money and it's contraband, right? And all I would tell you is that if you applied the same effort that you're applying and started selling a different deliverable, right? When you're selling lead gen, you're still doing SEO. We're doing rank and rent, right? We're building the website, we're doing the SEO, which means we're doing the backlinks, we're doing the content, we're doing the whole deal. We're still doing SEO. The only difference is we're positioning it differently. The deliverable now is leads. The deliverable is leads, that phone numbers and phone calls, instead of, oh, here's a report of the backlinks that we pointed at your website. It's a very small shift. But if you guys do this, the margins are insanely different. Once these websites rank, the ability to scale is insanely different. And where you'll be in 24 months or 12 months from now is going to be vastly different if you choose to keep doing SEO and keep doing lead gen and keep taking on these website deals, these one-off projects, these consulting gigs, instead of changing the deliverable and owning the asset and selling the leads that come from the asset. Okay. And so as twisted as it sounds, as weird as it sounds, it's actually not that much of a stretch. And honestly, every time I watch that show, and I've watched it multiple times, and I think the reason I like it is because there's so many business principles, is you guys have to start selling cocaine. Start selling cocaine, people. The margins are different. The scalability is different. The demand is different. Everything is different about it. People are so much more interested in it. Start selling lead gen. If you guys want to scale, if you guys want to get untouchable rich, you have to change a deliverable, and you will never scale to 7 figures, and certainly not 8 figures if you're selling your time for money. And SEO is nothing more than selling your time for money. And the difference is, those of you that are choosing not to do lead gen because whatever reason, reason you've given yourself are going to put in the same amount of work, but the results are going to be vastly different. And I'm going to keep doing this and stacking weeks and weeks and months and months and years, and you'll see the different places that we end up. So for any of you that are on the fence, think about like, what if you applied the same effort into something that had more leverage, which is lead generation?